Hey friends, thanks for tuning in and welcome to my channel. My name is Maggie, and on my channel I like to try and test out beauty products and review them for you. I also sometimes post small business vlogs or behind the scenes on my channel as well. Today's video is going to be on the Urban Decay Stay Naked Quickie Concealer. I was gifted this from Influenster and Urban Decay to test out and basically share my experience with you guys. I have not tried this yet. I've had it for a little while, but unfortunately I had Impetigo. Long story. I had Impetigo, so I was not using any makeup. My skincare was cut in half, and we're just now healed up a little bit. We still have a little trouble happening under here, so we're reintroducing the skincare back into my routine and reintroducing makeup back into my routine as well. And this is one of those things. I was really excited to try this because a lot of you know I'm a mom and we are constantly on the go, especially in the morning. So I was excited to see that this had a dual applicator. It has the doe foot applicator, but it also has the brush on the tip that you can use to kind of apply. So we're going to go ahead and apply this and see how it wears. Like I said, I haven't used makeup in a very long time. I have a very short routine because I just don't have time to be applying makeup like I used to, unless it's like a special event or something like that. If anything, even during drop off, I don't really have time to do like makeup. I used to in the beginning because I was just kind of like, I'm not gonna embarrass my kids showing up looking as tired as I actually feel. But we'll start with the under eye first because that's usually where I apply concealer. I also apply concealer at the bottom part of my chin because I do have a lot of hormonal breakouts. I'm not sure how much of my Impetigo you're gonna see on the screen because 4K is so unforgiving when it comes to skin. Right off the bat, I love the color and I'm very excited to blend it in. I just want to show you in comparison to my everyday concealer that I use. I use the Fenty Beauty concealer. This is the color 450, number 450. But this is what that looks like. And this is the Urban Decay color. Wow. I'm very excited. Very, very excited. This looks really close. The Urban Decay looks slightly lighter. The consistency looks lighter, but it settles into the fine lines on my hands a little bit more. So let's blend it in. This is blending in really nicely. Oh, I should mention I don't have anything on my skin. The greasiness is all natural. I just have my regular skincare on. I don't use primer because I haven't found a non-comedogenic primer, and especially because my skin was being super sensitive, I just didn't want to apply anything extra. But this is kind of, I really like this shade. This is a shade that I would pick. This is a shade that I would use. Like, it's not too light. Probably should have done it before and after instead, but actually, you know what? Let's do that. Well, I wiped off this side so you can see kind of a comparison as far as like my dark circles and pores and such. Do I dare get closer to show you guys can really see how it sits into the skin? As you can see, I do have a lot of fine lines and wrinkles, and this didn't settle in as much as I thought, at least from this view. Let me see what it looks like in real life. Wow. So it goes nicely on my cheeks. It does. But under my eye, I can see that it's settling in into the crease of my eye. Now the question is, do I apply more or do I set it? Let's apply more. There. Oh, that's too much. That is too much. Push that into the skin. Look up. So while I'm doing this, basically I ended up getting Impetigo because my little one has been sick for the equivalent of 2 months after being in daycare for not even 2 months. But I spent a lot of time obviously trying to get him better. His dad was taking care of me, but unfortunately, getting coughed on 24/7, oh, that is too much. So I guess if you want like a lighter coverage, you would use a little bit, and then if you want like that heavy duty like a really full coverage, then you definitely, yeah, this is nice. I like it. I really like this. I'm gonna set up the Laura Mercier setting powder and the loose setting powder in medium deep so that we can stay pretty. Yeah, so getting coughed on 24/7 apparently gets you sick because the bacteria just causes the skin infection, which is impetigo. I don't know how else you get it. My kid had it sometime last year, and we were both kind of like, there's just so many things out there that you've never heard of until your kid starts school. And then you're like, wait, what? Oh, this is amazing. This is amazing. I am so... Are you joking? Are you seeing this? Wow. I wish I was being dramatic, but you see this, right? We see this. Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and do this eye as well so that we can look, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, but turns out you don't know what sick is until your kid goes to daycare and they get all sorts of things and you're just like, what is this? But luckily he's feeling a little bit better. He still has a lot of like chesty mucus, which is annoying. Boy, I can't wait till the summertime. All these colds and stuff can go away. But who knows what that comes with too, right? They're outside playing in the dirt, all the worms and whatever. Building up his immune system, I guess. So what impetigo is, if you don't know, is basically skin disease. A skin infection, bacterial skin infection. I think it's bacteria from like having bronchitis or something like that. And it kind of eats at your skin. It sounds as disgusting as it is. And especially for someone who's very particular about their skin, I feel like I was dying. I wasn't, but I felt like it. And I didn't leave the house for my son's birthday because I was just like, we're not missing this. Went out to the museum. It's like a kids museum where you like do these, they have all these sort of like touch activities for them to do. But it was really fun. It was a cute weekend. I'm very tempted to do a second layer, but I'm not going to. We're gonna do 2 and then 1, and then we'll see how both of them look at the end of the day. January's strategy, because I don't know if I'm posting this video in January or in February yet, but the strategy was to ease myself into it, because the last time I was doing YouTube last year, I would record a ton of videos and then I would get overwhelmed and I wouldn't have time to edit and schedule posts, and I would just overwhelm myself trying to keep up with Instagram and TikTok. It was just too much. And on top of that, I was trying to be a good mom. I was busy trying to be a good mom. Everyone that I talk to, I'm always like, I'm so hyper aware of the fact that like Black moms and their sons always have a very like shaky relationship. And this isn't like every single person, but I know way too many Black men who, like in their romantic lives, you see the relationship of their parents, mother or father, manifest in that. And it's not the prettiest, not the most warming and comfortable. So any Black guy friends that I had that I talked to, I was like, I've become very hyper aware of this fact. Tell me about your experience, because I want to be a good mom. I want to be the best mom that I can ever be. But I don't have a brother, so I never saw my mother raise a boy. And I know how my father is, but I know how he was as a man. So how do you raise a boy? Luckily, Daddy comes from an amazing family and has amazing friends, the most incredible support system. I mean, his godparents alone are like godsend, literally. My best friend has also been such an amazing... I'm really nervous about putting this under here. You know what? I'm gonna walk around with mask face because let me just blend the rest of it in. I don't really want to put too much under here because I'm still... So the impetigo, my thoughts are just all over the place. The impetigo is still scabbing up under here. But because I always get hormonal breakouts down here, it's really difficult to treat one and not the other. With the hormonal stuff, I can use like glycolic acids and peels and things like that to keep the skin smooth and soft. But because the Impetigo kind of, I don't want to gross you guys out, but basically there's a lot of skin exposed. And so I'm not going to be using glycolic acids when I have exposed skin. I'm not that much of a masochist. So it's been tough trying to deal with the bottom part down here. I had it like it was in my eyebrow, all over my cheeks. I think I took some pictures. I might include them here, but I plan on making another video on the products that I used. So maybe I'll include it in that one instead, not gross you guys out with this. But we have together the most incredible support system. They're so kind and so supportive. They're always checking in on, wow. What I'm gonna do is set it, because as we saw, it does need to be set with powder. We have a really incredible support system, and I think that's how we're gonna do it. That's how we're gonna. I feel like our generation, millennials, are so hyper aware of the boomer style of parenting and seeing the effects of that, and we, I think, are trying to change that. Right? I think we're trying to break those traumas that were passed down, the lack of information that our parents had. Like, I remember recently someone, what were we doing? I think we were watching a YouTube video or something like that. And my kid watches a lot of Miss Monica, like every single morning, except Sundays, because we watch movies Sunday mornings. I turn on Miss Monica, he watches it. The person was like, oh, parenting is so easy now. And I'm like, I can't believe you just said that. Just because we have more information, right? We are the age of information that, like, our parents probably didn't have, or they didn't know, but we come from the generation of the internet. So in that aspect, yes, it's made it very, I wouldn't call it easy. It's not easy. It has different types of struggles, but we are more educated. We have more information. We have more resources. No, this concealer is amazing. I really like it. So far as just the looks go, 100% would recommend it. It looks flawless on camera from my little view. So good. I just can't. Oh, I hope the wear test goes good, because this looks, wow. Yeah, I just befuddled. I am befuddled. Alright, it's coming off a little right on camera, but I promise it doesn't look that way in real life, I promise. Toby and Neo blush. Ah, too much. Maybe not. Oh, is my battery dying? Oh no, we gotta hurry up. Okay, so pretty much everything's done. I'm gonna go put on some mascara and liner. The battery's about to pass out, but I wanted to do the last shot of me kind of applying it. I guess this is going to be like a chit chat, get ready with me first impression, because the review is coming later. But I also didn't want to forget to show you guys what it looks like when it's set. So this is the Urban Decay Stay Naked Quickie concealer, and then this is the Fenty Beauty Pro Filtr concealer. And as you can see, once I set this, I put like a little bit of powder on top of it. Once it's set, it looks completely matte compared to the Fenty Beauty that has a little bit of like, not a sheen, but I guess a slight glow to it. I tend to get very oily skin, so matte is always best for me, because by the time I get oily, then it looks dewy and then it looks good. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm not really running a lot of errands today or anything like that, so we'll just see kind of how it wears throughout the day. We will see. So we'll see what this looks like at the end of the day. Talk to you guys later.